I'm surprised to hear you be this outspoken about someone that I would think you were like gonna honor or whatever.
What is that supposed to mean? You calling me a white supremacist sympathizer? Huh? I don't fuck with white supremacists.
We've had our arguments before
I know.
about your support for certain people.
Before we get into it, actually, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of Tony's Titilating Tidbits. Back again.
Getting better at that.
Huh?
I'm sorry. You're getting better at that.
So this is actually the Daisy Show, so please feel free to... No, yes, thank you, actually. I have been practicing, because literally since the beginning, I was like, today, Junior? But yes, back at it again, of course, at the motherfucking legendary... Elemental G Studios, proper motherfucking Saturday recording this time. I want to give a big thanks to G for helping that because we were supposed to originally record on Thursday, but then things happen, and then G, being the flexible man that he is, pause, no homo, was able to be like, yo, we can do it Saturday afternoon, so here we are, my octoroon. So we're back at it again with another installment. We're feeling good, got the tallies on deck, we got G recording, watching UFC fights, so I feel like I'm Joe Rogan right now doing Fight Companion. So, actually, unfortunately, we're having to do everything in the afternoon because we have me and my lady here have a day afterwards. So we got to get the business taken care of. And by business, I got to make sure that my sports bets go through. And then also we record this motherfucking podcast. But yes, before we had to get into the intro, we're talking about that. What do you know the name of that spot? Does it have?
Yes, it's called like Toast and Kitchen in Downey or something.
Toast and Kitchen.
Let me see.
Oh, it's in Downey?
Yeah, it's in Downey. It's in the Stonewall Mall. Stonewall Mall.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was funny. I was just imagining like.
Oh, it's called
a Gringo ran Mexican spot. like.
If I find the picture of the menu, I'm gonna show it to you guys. It's called Toast Kitchen and Bar.
Toes.
Toast.
I said toes. I'm like, Quentin Tarantino must be a avid fan of that. But no, yeah, I was just imagining how funny it was to imagine like a Mexican restaurant serving for white folks.
So it says right here on the under the chilaquiles menu, it says make it Gringo style, aka owner style. To add cheddar cheese. That's what Gringo Style is.
Well, yeah, because he's from Ohio. You never had Cincinnati chili?
Do a whole shebang.
Yeah, Ohio.
Listen, at the bottom of the menu, it says. Oh, sorry, not the right one.
Oh, can let you fly.
You were saying something.
But yeah, because in Ohio, apparently, like they're really big into their chili, and there's something called like Skyline Cincinnati chili, which is weird because normally when you have chili, you just have it like a bowl and shit, right? But what they do is they put it on top of spaghetti noodles. So it's the white spaghetti noodles, then they put the chili on top, and then they top it off with the cheddar cheese. So I think that's probably why I had a Gringo Style. That's what I'm saying. Imagine that. Be like, we got chilaquiles, but if you don't want like the fucking rice and beans, we could put like Cincinnati chili on it, you know? Yeah, it's like, welcome back again. Would you like to try our new huevos rancheros? It's actually very delicious. We also are offering a 2-for-1 special on the tamarindo, and we're doing buy one, get one horchatas. And then we also have this new drink called Jamaica. I know you think it's fucking weird. You know, it's a Mexican restaurant. We got something called Jamaica, but dude, I'm telling you right now, dude,
it tastes nothing like jerk chicken.
It tastes nothing like jerk, nothing like a Jamaican. Pause, no residue, because we're all about love and peace and understanding here. Well, by the way, would you also like some guac? Our guac is so locally sourced. My wife's uncle actually picks the avocados himself, and yeah, it's really fucking fire. She put some fucking thing called cilantro, dude. You ever had cilantro? It's the best shit ever, dude. A little bit of onion. Oh, my bad, babe. Cebolla. Yeah, see, you boys a little culture. See, that's literally, when you told me that's all I can imagine. What'd you get?
Well, I'm a basic person, so I just got like your classic plate that comes with like your eggs and bacon and then toast and the potatoes. And then my best friend
went back to the kitchen. Like, thank God we got a red-blooded American. Just give him the straight American breakfast. None of this fancy Mexican shit.
But my best friend got the chilaquiles, and I tasted some of hers because I did want to try them, but I didn't want to risk it. I just wanted to.
I know. You order the most basic stuff, but then slowly, but you're like a vulture sometimes. You pick at people's food.
Well, yeah, because
you get curious. You're like, let me try that real quick.
Because at what point would it be if I order the plate for myself?
It's called variety being the spice of life, fam. You got to sometimes get with the program. You know, you're the only person I know that. First of all, the way you're stroking that can, madam, please. Oh. We're in front of people. God. Because I remember you're the only person I know that won't eat crab. But let it be imitation crab. Oh, you're fucking.
Well, my mother raised me on imitation crab. That's all she eats for seafood.
I think that was all it was, though.
Because we couldn't afford it, but we out the trenches, my boy. Get yourself a nice little lobster roll.
My mom doesn't like seafood, so it was never around my house.
You know what? And I'm going to be completely honest with you.
My whole family.
Yeah, your whole family.
My whole family. I don't know if it's because where we're from And their land.
I know you're from
it was
Durango
rural,
and shit. Y'all eat scorpions out there and
country.
shit or something.
Like we're not by the sea, so
I was fortunate enough to like travel throughout the U.S. and shit, so I was able to kind of experience the foods and like I had oysters from fucking Maryland. I had fucking like Kansas City barbecue. Like I was able to really like expand my taste palette. But god damn it. Being in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, Missouri, there was not a single good Mexican restaurant out there, which it's understandable, but it's just like, because the way the group ran, every week somebody would get like their own like restaurant to pick, like where we go eat and stuff like that. It's like, oh well, SoCal, because my name was SoCal. SoCal, we should hit this fucking Mexican restaurant spot, and it's broski. The salsa might as well have been tomato water, my boy. All right, bro, they use the fucking the hard shell, like the hard shell tacos. You know how they come in that El Paso fucking taco seasoning packet? That's literally what the fucking meat tasted like, bro. And all they had was carne asada.
More seasoning, less meat.
Yeah, more seasoning, less meat, and then all they had was just straight up carne, pollo. They didn't even have carnitas, bro. No puerco, no nothing.
I'm not surprised that they wouldn't.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? And then it was so funny because all my white friends were just like, yo, SoCal, like a Modelo Negro, is that like good? And I was like, yeah, bro. It's like, well, like, is it good in like a michelada? And I was like, there's fucking fire in the michelada. As a matter of fact, I put some of the boys onto the michelada to the point where they literally cannot like see me without being like, fucking Tony out here with his fucking michelada again, because they didn't know these motherfuckers are out here drinking Coors Banquet raw fucking room temp whiskey. I was like, does nobody fuck with a fucking michelada here? Well,
summer, right?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, my cocktail of choice when I was out there was, and this is some real degenerate shit, was just literally a fucking cocktail of Powerade Zero Grape and Grey Goose vodka. I know, dude, diabolical, dude. But that's all they had at the Walmart was fucking Powerade Zeros and shit. And they were
all the juice flavors. The only one that I would like that's grape is like the Welch's. Other than that, like grape Gatorade.
Nah, you know what the fucking move is that recently got put on game to some of my friends? Jameson and Dr. Pepper.
Ew.
No, you say that.
I don't like Dr.
Try
Pepper.
it. Try that motherfucker,
like
bro.
Jameson.
It is really good. Some people even said it tastes like an alcoholic root beer float a little bit.
Well, I don't like root beer. So
you don't like root beer?
No,
Gee, are you a root beer man?
I don't mind I didn't used to like it, but then because I didn't used to like Dr. Pepper either.
I feel like I'm the only one.
That kind of wheelhouse for me.
Well, first of all, Dr. Pepper has 23 goddamn flavors. So don't you disrespect the 23 flavors?
Well, if the original one is what it is, then I don't want to taste the other ones.
Like once I tried Dr. Pepper, then I got used to the taste and I tried the root beer.
I have never been able to.
And it's alright. It's alright.
Dude, Dr. Pepper cherry is so fucking gas, dude. But Dr. Pepper with
Pepsi cherry, Coke cherry, better.
They had the Dr. Pepper strawberry cream one.
Oh yeah, the strawberry cream. They had the orange cream one too, which was kind of gas. But broski, if there's one soda to rule them all, and I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this, but I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. This is, in my opinion, the best fucking goddamn.
Pepsi.
Cola. No, even worse.
Any cola.
Even worse. And guess what? I'm ready for the flack. Ginger ale.
Oh, you do.
A good Canada Dry ginger ale.
I like ginger ale.
Whoo! An ice cold Canada Dry ginger ale, bro. On a hot summer's day. Babe, get a towel. My dick is hard right now, dude. No, I'm just kidding. No, but like, no, real talk though. A good fucking ginger ale, bro, goes so fucking gas, bro. And then mixing Jameson with ginger ale, forget about it, my boy. And the best part is they're both green. Green can, green bottle, green lives, Black Lives Matter. Period. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, yeah, man, it feels good to actually be out here doing this because I'm not gonna lie, G, I am in the mood for a podcast. It's been a week, brother. No pun intended. Brother. It's been a fucking week. The Grim Reaper is working overtime, ladies and gentlemen, because my God, we have lost some big ones in the past week. As many of you know, and I'm going to try my best to not bawl my eyes out, which control my drinking because I will start crying. We lost the legendary Ozzy Osbourne. Rest in peace. Died, according to the statement, surrounded by family and loved ones, so that's at least good. But yes, Ozzy Osbourne, famous rock star, lead singer for Black Sabbath, one of my favorite bands of all time. And I'm not gonna lie, I knew this day would come, and even to this day, I still had mixed emotions. I'm a little bit not ashamed of myself, but more so like in shock that I am taking this in the chin a lot better, because I even told you there have been many a times where we've listened to Ozzy before he died, and I was like, dude, the minute Ozzy dies, I'm gonna fucking literally just be a fucking mess. But then I got the news at work. I was taking a shit, actually. Yeah, and then my friend Chris, shout out the boy Chris, big dog. He hit me with the news, and I was like, bullshit. And I went to Twitter, went to Insta, and it was true. The Ozman has fucking left us finally, which is crazy because it was 2 weeks after his farewell concert. And after his death, all the band members were just like, yeah, I think he kind of knew his time was almost up, which is why he wanted to do this. He just was like literally powering through, because literally behind the scenes, everybody was saying like, dude, he looked like, yeah, like he was knocking on fucking death's door. But that's the thing about Ozzy, and that's what makes him fucking cool.
He finished.
He did the concert. Because that's the crazy thing about him. That's what makes him a fucking icon. A lot of people see him in the public and be like, man, this guy, like the lights are on, but nobody's home. The minute he gets on stage, locked the fuck in. He could literally be dying in a chair because he had to sit throughout the whole performance because he couldn't do it. But he sang on beat, on everything. The band was tight. Everything was fucking perfect. And that just goes to show you how much of a fucking legend he is. And Ozzy's death, although I didn't show it publicly with my emotions, does hit me to my core because I can remember my history with the guy. I started listening to him back when I was 11 years old. Because I started getting into rock music thanks to this little game called Guitar Hero 3. I got Guitar Hero 3, fucking love the music in the game, and and my half brother, who's also a metalhead, his name is Edward, he was like a whiz on the computer too, so I would get, do you remember those Kmart MP3 players? That you took the top off and there was the USB and then you plugged it in type situation. So I had one of those and I just gave him the MP3 and I gave him a list of like all these Guitar Hero songs, but because he was a metalhead, he put me on game to like more of the music from the bands that I wanted to hear. Hence and forth, he showed me a lot more Ozzy. He showed me some more Sabbath. And then after that, fast forward a couple years later, I know you probably know this, Daisy, you might know this too, them illegal cable boxes. Remember? Yeah, the homie that worked at Spectrum, they're like, hey, listen, for $200, I can give you a box to get all the fucking... So we got one of those, and then that gave me the chance to experience, in my opinion, the channel that changed my life, and that is VH1 Classic. So VH1 Classic is basically like the revival of 80s MTV. It was just nothing but old school music videos from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, documentaries about music, which is where I found out about the documentary. It's called Heavy, The Story of Metal, which is basically a rundown of how heavy metal came to be. And one giant chunk was talking about how Sabbath was like the first metal band. And a lot of their story really resonates with the fact of a lot of people that are like, yeah, a bunch of misfit outcasts. For Christ's sake, the fucking lead singer fucking cut off the tip of his fingers, meshed fucking makeshift fingertips out of old soap bottles, and then fucking created like a whole different genre. Like the fact that he was like tied to so much musical history is fucking crazy. And funny enough, because we're talking about England, so nobody thinks England, but he was from like the ghettos, bro, like the trenches of Birmingham, dog. He was been arrested more times than you can imagine before he even wanted to be a fucking singer. The Beatles were the reason why he wanted to be a singer. He heard She Loves You on the radio and was just like, oh, fuck, maybe petty crime isn't the way, you know? And originally, fun fact, too, and this is me just spilling out all the fun facts about Ozzy, they didn't even want him to be the lead singer of Black Sabbath. Tony Iommi and I think it was Geezer. Point is, they saw an ad saying, oh, Ozzy Zig needs a gig. So before he was Ozzy Osbourne, he tried to make his name Ozzy Zig to make it rhyme for the Flyers, like Ozzy Zig needs a gig, and they're like, I know a guy named Ozzy. It can't be that Ozzy. They go to the fucking ad, just knock on the door. They see it's him, like, oh fuck no, dude. We are not getting this guy the singer. He's like, well, let's give him a chance, and then the rest is fucking history, dude. So it was crazy, and then even his solo story is crazy too. He gets fired from Black Sabbath for doing too much drugs, which Black Sabbath doing too much drugs. That's a wild fucking claim. You're like, you did the wrong drugs, brother. But yeah, he basically was trying to kill himself slowly in a hotel room, just drinking himself to death. But then Sharon Osbourne came, saw the state he was in. He's like, bro, get the fuck up. What are you doing?
You're like not married?
Yeah. This is before they got married, and they were like, "What are you doing? Like, you have so much potential. You still have a chance to like have a career and shit." So like helped him basically get up off his ass and get into the studio. Basically like helped him get his solo band together. Created the first album. I think they got married before or right after the first album dropped. And yeah, same thing. The rest is history. So it's just like this man's life is a constant story of just weird coincidences, fool's luck, but also like great, like almost mythical type fucking stories, you know? Can you imagine that? 1 minute you're getting arrested for petty theft and breaking and entering into houses. The next minute you're flaying in front of fucking 30,000 people at the fucking Speedway in California. Like that's some shit that like that is true like 70s pre like social media and computer days. Cause you look at a lot of history from back in the day, bro. A lot of the times, bro, you can literally move to a different state and have a whole different identity, bro. You're like, oh shit, I couldn't make it in Cali. Fuck it, I go to the middle of buttfuck nowhere, Arkansas. I went from Ted, now my name is Larry. You know, because there wasn't like as much documentation as there was today and shit. So the fact that a lot of these people's experiences just kind of happened, it was like, I don't know. It's like, in a way, it kind of makes you think like just how far we've come as like a human race and stuff like that to kind of really know that we went from being such like just trusting people, being like, yeah, sure. Yeah, your name is so-and-so. I trust you, whatever you say. To now it's like, well, let me look at your social media. Let me see if you're this person that you claim to be and da-da-da-da-da and all this other stuff. Do we people out here with Finstas, fake Instas and shit like that, bro? Long story short to say, rest in peace to my fucking goat. See, and that's the thing too. Oh my God, I'm getting into it. Because that's the reason why I like Sabbath too. They had some woke ass fucking lyrics, dog, all right? They were talking about the state of the human race and our slow decline into a weird dystopia where technology and a lot of things take over our lives. And now look at us. I'm talking into an inanimate object just to try to make ends meet, goddammit. No,
and what was your last words to Ozzy? Did you get to say everything you wanted to say to him?
Unfortunately, no. I did not. But you know what I did? I will say this, because I did see Sabbath live twice. I never got to meet Ozzy face to face. I could have one time.
He was just reminiscing the other day.
I'm so fucking heated about that, bro. He was signing his new album at fucking Amoeba in Hollywood. You know Amoeba Records? Yeah. He was doing a fucking meet and greet sign, and I had to fucking work that day. I literally wanted to go straight from work to there, but I fucking didn't for whatever fucking reason. But I do. Year? This was 2019. 2019. And pre-COVID, yes. And pre-Amoeba moving from that spot to the new spot, which
is the new spot again? I forget.
It's like literally just down the fucking street.
Still in the same. Okay.
Still in the same. I don't know why they got rid of the
deal when they were like gonna close or whatever.
Apparently, yeah, it was like a problem with the leasing people from the building and all this other stuff. They're like, you know what? Rather than having to pay all this and that, which is crazy because you would think maybe Amoeba should have like filed to get like, because you know like in like states you can like file to have like your place be considered like a historical landmark,
say, like,
so they can't like you know they should have because Amoeba's been around forever. Like dude, all the famous musicians that you can think of, it's so iconic. But the fact that they were like fucking leasing people were like, well, I don't care how iconic you are, my brother, you got to pay the extra tax. You're like, God fucking damn. Well, I guess we're moving, you know.
That's bummer.
Yeah. And funny enough, what was the last album I bought at the old Amoeba? A Black Sabbath record. So it's like, it's all meta, bro. It's all fucking meta, dude. Okay? But no, last time I saw Sabbath, because the last time I saw Sabbath, it was at the LA Forum. It was quote unquote their final tour, which it was. They didn't tour after that. They only had that one show before Ozzy died. But so long story short, like the whole time I was there, first of all, the show, fantastic. I splurged and I got floor seats, fantastic. Rival Sons opened up for them. Fucking fantastic. Great fucking band. And I'm so glad that they got a fucking open for them. Sabbath killed it. But I remember as like they were like, you know, throwing the confetti and the balloons and everybody was clapping and stuff like that. I remember me just looking at them and just being like, oh, thank you. And then that's it. Like, so I guess you can say my last words to Ozzy were just thank you. You know, because they played the music. I banged my head. I woke up the next day with literally my neck was like this from so much fucking headbanging. But it was great fucking show. So lit. I got some crazy news before the show, but that's irrelevant now. So is that bitch.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no, that's right. But it's like, it was a crazy day. And it was just like, you know, and then same thing when I saw Sabbath the first time. I saw him. Actually, one of my first concerts ever was Black Sabbath at the Hollywood Bowl. And it was crazy just being in that environment, being in the fucking, like, the aura, dude. Because, fun fact, Sabbath played the Bowl in 1972. And they actually, before the show, they were showing pictures of Sabbath, like, rehearsing at the Hollywood Bowl for their 72 show, and then showing them now, getting ready for their show in 2014. And just being in the fucking room was fucking crazy. Have you been in the Hollywood Bowl?
Yeah.
Once.
It's fucking big, right? It really is a bowl. I'm like, God, I forgot
what I went to go watch, but it was I think it was just some classical music.
Yeah, they do classical. They do that. They do jazz. Also, I know the Hollywood Bowl is a big fan of doing movie like music. So they bring a whole ass fucking team and they play
like soundtracks.
Yeah, like so they bring a live band to play the soundtrack as it happens. I know that's like a big thing for Hollywood.
I don't know if
we should do that one day.
Like I don't know if it happened already, or if it's going to happen because I think they're having one for Back to the Future.
They did have one for Back. They had one for Back to the Future. They had one for Titanic. They had one for Jurassic Park.
Okay, Titanic would have me bawling my eyes out though.
Yeah, but now imagine that, but also them playing the music too. It's like, you hear it live. I've been to the Bowl twice. I've been one to see Sabbath, second time to see Van Halen, which is crazy because now both of those guys are dead. Ozzy Osbourne and then Eddie Van Halen, God rest his soul. But it was oh shit, nice. Sorry, I'm still watching my fights. But it was great, and just being there and just seeing like Ozzy in the flesh, dude, and seeing the whole band in the flesh. It almost didn't feel real, Like you ever meet like a famous person and it just feels like this isn't happening, Like it's just like it's right there, dude. We're like spitting distance away from each other.
Does that kind of break the whole like celebrity thing?
No, if anything, it builds up the aura because I'm like, holy fucking shit, you're there. What the fuck? I remember that's how it was when I went to go see Motorhead. I saw Lemmy and I was like, fuck, dude, you're tall. I know they said you were tall, but holy fucking shit, dude, what the fuck? So it's like seeing like same thing when I saw Bill Burr live. I was like, God damn, you are a pasty white fuck. I know you say that all the time, but you're
right.
Yeah, you're right, dude. Fuck.
Did you get to sit close?
Yes, because it was actually during COVID. Back when they were barely trying to, like start up comedy shows again, there was this thing, I think it was called Supernova Comedy. And this was like peak, like right after like the full on lockdown when they barely started letting like shows and things happen outdoors. So Supernova put on a couple shows. And since, nobody was working because of COVID, all like the famous comedians were able to get in. Yeah, so I got to see Bill Burr. Like basically, G, where you're standing is where Bill Burr was standing. I was like, and the worst part was that I was high as ball sack. So I was like, oh my God, dude. This fucking guy that got me into comedy. What the fuck? It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. And seeing him do his thing, and I'm not gonna lie, I got jealous when I saw him too. I'm like, you look so natural up there. You look like you do not even break a sweat up there, you motherfucker. Because then I look at myself on stage and I'm like, I'm sweating bullets. Please laugh for the love of God. He couldn't give a fuck. He's like, you know who the fuck I am. You know what the fuck I do. You see the pros do their shit and you're just like, oh no, I'm not even worthy to hold their fucking boxers after a fucking
what do you think? What do you think you're missing, or what are you trying to work towards?
Everything, like just the charisma, the comfortability, the swagger, the I don't give a fuck energy that like is so like that's believable. Some people are like, yeah, I'm up here, I don't give a fuck, but damn well I'm like inside they're in their own head. Yeah. Seeing a professional just in his fucking element, just like, damn, bro, like. You literally, like, you could be thinking about the fucking grocery list you're going to have to pick up tomorrow, bro. Like, that's how calm and just, like, in the zone he is. And then they just get off stage, and it's like, and they don't shut it off. So that just goes to show, like, they don't have to turn anything on. It's just they up there, they get off, and they get the fuck out of there. Because Bill Burr didn't stick around. He was like, all right, deuces, I'm out of here. But it was crazy. So I feel like I want that. Like, I feel like to me is every comedian's fucking goal is to fucking, just get to that level that you can just get up anywhere and just not give a fuck. Like you can even go up there not having anything written, just be like, all right, fuck it, let's go. Yeah. Let's make it happen, So seeing Bill Burr was fucking crazy, dude. And then seeing him again at the Long Beach Theater was even better because although I was further away, like I saw the capacity of the fucking room. And he doesn't have any gimmicks, doesn't have like any crazy pyro or fucking, not even like a fucking Jumbotron. You can't even like, you're just seeing an ant. If you're in the fucking nosebleed, you're just seeing a fucking ant. But the way this dude like just took over the room, it was like everybody was talking chit chatting, the girls were taking selfies or whatever. As soon as the lights went out, everybody just sat the fuck down and locked in, bro. And then as soon as the show was over, lights come on, you're like, where the fuck were we for the past hour and a half, dude? It was bananas, bro. So when he dies, I'm gonna be a fuck. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but going back to Ozzy though, rest in peace to Ozzy, a true legend. Honestly, and this is gonna sound really gay, but I don't give a fuck. A friend in a time where I had no friends. I feel like his music was there for me back when I really have nobody, and I guess if I were to end it off, I would say, to quote Ozzy, nobody ever told me you wound up all by yourself. You got to believe in foolish miracles. It's not how you play the game. It's if you win or lose. Thank you, Ozzy. Then racist ass Hulk Hogan died. Brother. Oh, God. And then we lost the wrestling legend, Hulk Hogan.
Maybe, I don't know if you weren't so familiar with, but the one actor from that show.
Oh, yeah, from the Cosby Show, too. Yeah.
Also died the same week, no?
They go in threes.
That comes in threes. Also, the fucking jazz trumpet dude died, too. I forgot the guy's name, but I've heard his tracks before, too. A famous jazz trumpeter died as well, too. But I feel like the problem with the Bill Cosby actor is the reason why they didn't pay more attention is because it wasn't Bill Cosby.
Because it wasn't Bill Cosby?
It wasn't Bill Cosby.
But
okay?
It was supposed to be the son
It was a
that
better
played.
person that didn't deserve it.
Well, yeah. No, but a lot of people, it depends on your algorithm or what you follow, but on my feed, at least, there was a whole bunch of
Oh, yeah, I saw that too. But that's the thing, bro. Like I told you, Death was working overtime this past 2 weeks, bro. Everybody's dropping like flies.
I think after the Ozzy death, that's when I started to see the people commenting and being like, oh, Death's coming threes, and then fucking Hulk, croaks too. But again, like you said, racist ass, a lot of people did not have the same
Hulk took the final leg drop in the sky.
When it came to Ozzy, which by no comparison, obviously, but
Yeah.
just they're both
the part that trips me out, bro, that I hate is, dude, I want to mourn Hulk Hogan's death, but the fact that like through his later years, all that racist stuff and then him being a Trump Vance supporter and all this other, it really leaves a bitter taste. It's like, G, this is our modern day Chris Benoit. This is our modern day Chris Benoit.
Well,
we want to mourn the guy, but fuck, he did some fucked up shit, dude.
But see, I feel like with the Chris Benoit thing, because
enlighten. Who's the Chris?
So Chris Benoit is another wrestler,
okay.
one of the best wrestlers in my his technique, his skills, his fucking adrenaline. His nickname was a rabid Wolverine for a fucking reason. This guy was fucking the best. But
Rabid or rabbit?
Rabid. Okay. Rabid as in boy got rabies the way.
Yeah,
yes, everybody, bro, tell me if you ask the boys one time in their life they took a crossface to the motherfucking face in the playground. That's how iconic it was. You put somebody in a fucking crippler crossface at one G? Yes or no?
Yeah, or you just jumped out of your bed to do the headbutt.
And then do the headbutt, exactly, to do the headbutt. Long story short, homie had severe CTE, killed his wife and kids, and then himself. And yeah, and the WWE didn't know about that. They just thought he died, so they gave him like a big memorial. But then the cops were like, hey, so we actually looked into what happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so he ended up committing murder-suicide.
Well, see, the thing is interesting, though, because the fan in me still wants to believe.
Thank you.
That is a whole conspiracy.
There's been a lot of conspiracies about his death. A lot of people said it was his wife's ex-husband that like did the hit too. A lot of people were saying that maybe it was somebody within the WWE. Like the conspiracies behind his death have been so crazy because that's how much we don't want to believe that he did this.
The CTE thing is the explanation that is taken for truth or whatever.
Yeah, that's what they use to like not the scapegoat, but like
Yeah, but
that's
like
they're gonna use to
but
blame.
then there was conspiracy theories about like his wife had an ex, right? She was talking.
Very jealous. Was very upset because he believed that Chris Benoit took her from her.
And
like
his last
that's
moments,
like a plausible theory.
Plausible.
Yeah, and then like his last moments, he made a couple calls to his closest friends, and then they kind of analyzed those calls because the way he was talking, and then things just wouldn't really make
is the wrestler
sense.
guy.
Yeah. A lot of people were saying, oh, well, that's the CTE, or maybe he knew that like trouble was coming, but we couldn't get concrete answers because, boom, fast forward, murder, suicide, because even the way he killed himself was kind of barbaric, dude, quote unquote.
Yeah,
It wasn't just like a gunshot.
No,
so the way that they find him is also kind of suspicious in a way too. So that's why,
like, if somebody put him in this position, yes or no?
Yeah. So like the fan in me wants to believe that he didn't do it himself, but I mean we're never gonna know that.
So the point is, the way he quote unquote killed himself was, the bench press, the bar that I have. So it's like he lifted it and then just let it drop on his fucking neck and everything, just type shit, But that's the thing, though, the way he was.
Crazy.
But what's crazier is the way he was positioned. Even certain detectives.
Your phone is on low battery.
Wait, my what?
Your phone is on low battery.
That's fine. I'm still watching my fights. But like the way even detectives on scene were just like, this looks like staged. Like he was placed here. Like it doesn't look like he did this himself type shit.
Even if he was placed there, if that thing really happened, I think the autopsy would show that though, right?
That's the thing. Even the autopsy was on some fucking weirdo shit.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, like, because they're always trying to protect themselves. Obviously, as a company. And
yeah.
I mean, there's been other fucked up shit that has happened behind the scenes.
Because this is literally like a couple months after the death of Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
So Eddie Guerrero dies first, then all of a sudden Chris Benoit. So that's why they thought, oh fuck, we lost like two legends. Come to find out, one's a murder-suicide. Even fucking Eddie Guerrero was talking about, yo, Chris Benoit, like make sure to take care of yourself, your family, and this and that. Like he was telling Chris Benoit, like be like take care of yourself. Like they're like there's snakes in the fucking grass type situations, and then next thing you know, he ends up dying, and then it's like, oh, murder-suicide. It's like
how far apart were the deaths?
I want to say, how far apart were the deaths?
I don't know exactly, but it was kind of like back to back.
Back to back. It felt like it was back to.
Would you say like within the same year type thing?
Was it?
Either the same year or barely
like
into the next new year? Because I know Guerrero died in 2005. Benoit died in 07. So 2 years later, but still, the fact that it was two iconic wrestlers back to back, who, by the way, were like main actors in the main storylines. Like, that's like, you know.
And they had just also like, they had gone through their championship, like winning story.
That was after that. Yeah, when
they have both won.
Yeah, Guerrero beat JBL for the WWE title, and then everybody still remembers Chris Benoit when he beat Triple H and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 20 for the World Championship. And what sucks is that for a while the WWE took off the video of his celebration, but
they basically erased him from
everything.
WWE history.
Bro, his own kids can't even come to a wrestling event without being escorted out, bro. They're like, no, you gotta.
Which one though?
Chris Benoit. Okay. Like his kids can come to a wrestling event, take some pictures with some wrestlers, but then all of a sudden he's asked to fucking leave the fucking building and shit. Like that's how fucking hard WWE at the time wanted to save image and save face and stuff like that. You know, it was crazy, bro. But long story short, brother, we lost Hulk Hogan. So I say this is our Chris Benoit in a sense of like, dude, I want to mourn the guy because he was a fucking icon of the industry. He literally was not only of the industry, he's a pop culture icon too. Yeah. Like everybody mama knows Hulk Hogan, bro. Everybody knows Hulk Hogan, bro. Even if you don't know him, you know him. But just that latter part of his life before he died, that is to me what fucked everything up. Because if he
go ahead and take your legacy then.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but then also, and unfortunate because of what we're doing, but the podcasting era also revealed a lot of wrestlers. Turns out Hulk Hogan was kind of a piece of shit behind the scenes. Very narcissistic, very like, oh, hey.
Is this some input that other people
from other wrestlers. They're like, hey, like, we want to give Bret Hart the title and kind of make him the new guy. And he was like, nah, fuck that. As long as I'm still here, I'm still the main guy, you know? Like, same thing in WCW. Bro, his WCW contract was so exclusive. He's like, dude, I need to be the main character. I need to have the title. I cannot lose the title. If I do lose the title, I don't want to look weak. Like, he was so, like, character driven. He's like, dude, my character cannot look bad, okay? To the point where he fucked over other wrestlers who had crazy potential.
Does that stem to ego?
Yeah, absolutely. Bro, that's why the Ultimate Warrior never got to have the push he got. Bret Hart. Ultimate Warrior, Bret Hart, Roddy Piper. How many fucking wrestlers were fucked over because Hulk Hogan said, nah, I don't want to fold to that guy. He didn't want to be a team player. It was all about him. I need to look good. Yeah. I need to be the champion. I need to do all this. And, bro, everybody in their fucking mom was like, yeah, dude, Hulk Hogan was a prick. Even fucking, remember that match he had at SummerSlam with Shawn Michaels? He was supposed to fucking lose that one, but he's like, actually, I changed my mind. I don't want to lose this match. And then Shawn Michaels went out there and, like, oversold all of his moves and ruined the match on purpose because that's how pissed off he was at Hulk Hogan. Like, the dude was kind of an asshole. He was a diva. He was a true-on diva. Even though we had divas in the WWE, he was the original diva, bro. It was crazy. You know, but so that's what I'm saying. I want to like mourn the guy because he was an icon and he did create like, and he did kind of in a way put wrestling to the pop culture. But
because you got to separate the person from the actual
from the art.
What is it? Wrestler.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I don't know if you ever seen that speech with Paul Heyman when he talks about Chris Benoit.
Yes.
Where he says like basically
like as a wrestler, one of the greatest of all time. As a person, absolute piece of shit. Fuck him. Absolute piece of shit. Which I get. And that's what hurts me. God damn it. I got more respect for Chris Benoit than I got to do Hulk Hogan. God damn it. You know? Because that's how good Chris Benoit was. He was the second coming of the Dynamite Kid. God damn it. God.
But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shitty shit that had happened.
G,
you know,
I'm gonna lay down right now. Get on top of the couch. Give me a headbutt to the fucking ground right now. God damn it. Yeah. So we.
What he was saying?
Oh, sorry, G. I didn't mean to.
No, I was just saying that. Yeah, there's a lot of shady stuff that has happened throughout the years and stuff. Even with like Vince McMahon and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh yeah. Have you seen the documentary, by the way?
Yeah. Like, cause I mean, there's been a lot of stuff that has happened, and they've tried to like cover it up.
Yeah.
Or like, they're a company, so they're never want to.
By the way, I'm calling this now, dude. I am telling you right now. Netflix, Hulu, any streaming service. Mark my words. What's today's date? July 26, 2025. Give it a year or two. There's going to be a documentary about covered up sexual harassment cases in the WWE. I guarantee, bro. The stories these divas go on to tell in these podcasts, bro.
When you say divas, do you mean like
the female wrestlers?
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
Yeah,
That's
because
the
I remember they had a
terminology.
show, right?
No.
Their show was
Well,
called...
GGG. Get it right.
Total divas.
So before these blue-haired feminists came and were like, they're actually women wrestlers. We called them divas.
No, they're not even that no more. They're
They're
what do they call them?
Yeah, exactly. What are they? So long story short, they literally the WWE was like kind of forced to not use the word diva to describe female wrestlers, but that's who they were. They were divas.
Wait, when you say that, what do you mean? Like they actually acted like divas? Or
No,
what
they
you
were
saying?
just
That was
women
their name?
wrestlers.
Okay.
We just knew them as divas.
That was just the term. The wrestling,
it's like when a woman calls herself a bad bitch. You know?
Yeah, no, I get it.
It's
I
like
get
that. It's
it.
like divas. Like, and we didn't mean it in like a derogatory term. I'm
Yeah,
like,
of
they're
course.
divas. Yeah, this is a diva. This is Trish Stratus, Lita.
But I think when...
Because there's certain wrestlers they didn't look like straight up diva. Lita, she was a diva, but she didn't look like a diva. You know what I'm saying? She was like a rocker girl, Trish Stratus, fucking Tori Wilson, Stacy Keibler, the goats.
But
the goats.
I feel like the word diva was more towards like the attitudes that they had.
it was just the attitude.
They were not just like your average woman, like going
like
into the office or whatever. Obviously, they had attitude because it's on TV. They're putting on a character.
Like they were hot, but they could beat the brakes off you type shit, you know. So it was that swagger, that persona. That's why we called them divas. But then a couple of feminists were like, well, why are the men called superstars, but the women are called divas? Why do we call them female superstars? Remember there was a divas title? There was a women's title and there was a divas title. They took away the divas title. They took away the term diva. They didn't even want to use it to describe like the OGs from back in the day too. He's like, oh, as a female superstar, it's like you were a diva, and we mean this in the most enduring way ever.
Yeah.
You know, like we're not trying to be assholes. We're not trying to be misogynists. It's just, you were fucking divas. Oh yeah, you were so fucking The feminism was really strong in that bra and panties match you had, huh? Yeah. Remember the mud fights?
Yep.
Remember the mud fights? Come on now, fam.
I'm such a person that I like see both sides of like any argument ever. Where I'm like, oh, I see this side and I see this side. So I'm like, me personally, I don't care about the name. It's fine, but I can understand where the sentiment comes from because at the end of the day, all the history and the patriarchal history that women have to deal with, like. Some people want to call it out,
but at the same time, though, because back in those times, a lot of them, they did come from like Playboy, and they came from like
Tori Wilson, Ashley. Remember
that's
Ashley?
A whole other conversation. If
rest in peace, Ashley. Because at that point,
a lot of them were that. Cause
ended up posing for Playboy.
Back then, there was only a few of them that did actually wrestle. The rest of them were just more like eye candy for the team. They would come out like as a manager for the wrestler.
A fake thing, like the ones that didn't really fight, they're able to get away with it because it's just an act, right? Or do they have to train?
Choreographed, not fake. Choreographed.
Sorry, choreographed. Does that mean that they didn't? They can just get some training and then just.
Well, that's the thing. They started off as eye candy, but then they actually devoted to actually start training, which is why a lot of the managers and the divas and stuff ended up being wrestling.
My follow-up comment was gonna be like, well, that actually goes to show that they're very skilled because if they can go from something like Playboy and just be eye candy to being literal like athletes, if that's what you want to call it.
But the point that I was trying to make is the fact that like they're coming from these other industries, and so that's why they kind of coin, I guess, the term diva, and it's like they're trying to bring in feminism in a place where do you
mean femininity or do you mean like actual feminism?
Like feminism, like they're trying to bring feminism into a place where it's like, all right, they're coming from a world where like. They're very
this is a product for dudes.
Yeah, they're very open about their bodies. They were on, they were on calendars.
They were posing sexy for magazines.
Would you be then saying that they came from one place that was
more about their looks, but then the more they started
both of those industries that they switched to are both male centric.
Yeah, but that's the thing though.
They used to be. Now it's
Yeah.
a little bit more. There's more women now that actually watch it.
And the more
we're
they're
talking about the time when they first.
yeah, but that's the
Yeah.
thing though. The more they got engraved into the wrestling business, the more they started to take the actual athleticism aspect a lot more serious. Because they started off as like models, but then they're like, oh, actually, they want me to wrestle in a match. Okay, let me practice. Let me do this.
And
Let me do that.
That's where my comment about them being able to,
Motherfucking
like,
A.
be skilled and like train and like learn skill and pick it up. Like that goes to show a lot.
You want to know a prime example? And my boy, tell me I'm not wrong here. Kelly.
Oh yeah.
Kelly. Come on now, son. So Kelly was she started off in the wrestling biz as being an exhibitionist, which is a fancy word of saying stripper.
Oh, okay.
She literally
That's what
went
they
on to
call them in
ECW.
the-
He's like, oh, by the way, my name is Kelly, and I'm an exhibitionist, which means I'm gonna be taking off all my clothes. I'm not gonna lie, I did see that first episode of ECW, and I was waiting for that part. Crazy, but then.
Wait, did she get really? Wait, what? I don't get it.
No, but that's the thing. She started off as that, just being somebody that just takes her clothes off in the WWE and shit. But then she actually put her fucking her work in, got to be like a crazy athletic fucking wrestler, and then went on to win like multiple titles and shit like that. Yeah. So that goes to show like that's what it is to be a diva. It's like you start off as one thing, but then you get into the wrestling biz, and then after that you really like show your athleticism side. And Broski, she can fucking throw down even to this day, because I remember she came back for Evolution and all the Royal Rumbles and stuff like that. And dude, she's like in her late 40s, early 50s, can still fucking swing with the best of them, which goes to show like, yeah, you started coming into this industry with one thing, but then, you know, you can advance and, you know, be something more than what you started off as, you know? And that's kind of where it is right now. Because right now, the current state of women wrestling in WWE is like, we have some fine-ass females that are like freak athletes, dog. Like they're doing somersaults and fucking backflips and all this shit. They just had their own pay-per-view actually recently, Evolution. So it was an all-woman...
we can do better. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah? Take a choke slam through a fucking table, bro. Take a swanton bomb off a Hell in a Cell. Then come talk to me.
I'm not a fighter, but you go and propose that to them.
Yeah, I know. By the way, let me ask you, since we're here on the pod right now and we're talking about this subject, to end where we talked off originally, I guess rest in peace, Hulk Hogan. We loved you for the stuff that you did that was great. The stuff you didn't do that wasn't great, brother. We're gonna need to circle back on that, but I guess rest in peace to Hulk Hogan.
For the contributions.
Yeah, you know what? Rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, for your contributions, but for your flaws,
I hope you get what you deserve.
brother. Andre the Giant is waiting for that fucking rematch up there, brother, because it's coming. And the Ultimate Warrior. Damn, imagine. He's like, listen.
Beyond the grave. Like that's
Beyond the grave, bro. Dude, you know what's fucking wild? Imagine he goes up to heaven and he sees the Undertaker. He's like, Hulk Hogan, to get into heaven, you need to go one-on-one with Andre the Giant. But now it's a handicap match with the Ultimate Warrior. And then Ultimate Warrior. Bro, hold on. Hold on.
That would be like a dope, like AI kind of like.
Bro, I gotta do it for the lows. I gotta do it for the lows. I gotta do it for.
Or augmented reality show.
Oh,
Imagine
dude,
that
I
shit.
would love AI to fucking do this shit, bro. Oh my god, please tell me. Come on, dude. Can you imagine? Can you fucking imagine? Hold on. Come on. Oh, perfect. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Hulk Hogan is right at the pearly gates of heaven, and he's like, brother, my time is up. I'm here to spend my eternity. And then St. Peter is just like, all right, Hulk, we'll get you into heaven, but you got to earn your way in. Next thing you know. And then from the distance, Ultimate Warrior is just running down the fucking pearly gates of heaven. Just full on, just roided out with the face mask, just like, whoa, Hulk Hogan, you ruined my career. And now, if you want to earn the pearly gates of heaven, we have to load up the fucking spaceship with the rocket fuel. And then you're like, oh, brother. And then next thing you know,
that would be like
whoo!
Should be a sick ass show.
That would be, bro. I would
Imagine
pay.
if they even do like an animated series.
Oh
like that.
my god!
Because they did have like an animated.
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, the story time.
Was it that?
Yeah, it was WWE story time. So all the wrestlers would have their stories. And
because there was one where they had like where they were camping and shit.
Yeah,
like WWE Network.
Oh, it was called Camp WWE. This was back when they were like younger and stuff like that. But bro, imagine that.
No, but something like that would be dope. Like almost anime-ish, but not to that extent. More, I guess, like Mucha Lucha.
Oh my! I love Mucha Lucha.
That shit would be cool.
Lucha. By the way, do you ever think they're gonna reboot that?
Mucha Lucha.
Because it was a good show. I feel like it was a good show that came too early in its time, bro. Yeah. I feel like it wasn't. It was very underappreciated.
You know, I find kind of like interesting, like because they used to make a lot of like kid shows back then that were actually funny. You never watched Mucha Lucha?
No, I think I'm pretty sure I've seen it before.
Gee, one thing you gotta know is Daisy loves to talk about how she grew up in the trenches. She didn't have cables, no Cartoon Network or whatever.
I like to talk about it. I have to talk about it to explain why I am so.
No, but that was.
Wait, so you're saying that's a cape? That was a cape?
Yeah, it was basically it was a
regular TV.
No, on WB, but originally it was on Cartoon Network. So WB, remember they used to play Cartoon Network show reruns in the morning.
And this is animated?
Yeah, Mucha Lucha, yeah.
I did. I do remember seeing it then. I do.
Hulk Hogan, you want to get to heaven? You gotta go one-on-one with the Rabid Wolverine. No, it's just funny seeing, like, imagining the scenarios of Hulk Hogan getting into heaven. It's like, remember that match you had at WrestleMania 3 against Andre the Giant? Well, guess what, buddy? He's back. Hogan, I need the rematch. God damn it. See, part of me wants some more Hulk Hogan, but then also part of me is just like, God damn it, bro. Imagine. He's like, you got to body slam Hitler to get into heaven, bro. Because you said some, hey, you know how you use a hard R? We need a hard leg drop, brother. Because that's how you're going to get into heaven.
I know. I was pleasantly surprised when I heard you kind of spiel all this the other day.
Yeah, I was like,
damn. I'm surprised to hear you be this outspoken about someone that I would think you were like going to honor or whatever.
What is that supposed to mean? You call me a white supremacist sympathizer? Huh? I don't fuck with white supremacists.
We've had our arguments before
I know.
about your support for certain people.
Oh my God. I watch UFC. Joe Rogan's on commentary. All of a sudden, now it's a problem. Bro, the amount of times where I had to... By the way, unintentionally...
Are you defending Joe Rogan right now?
I don't want to, but you put me in a situation every single goddamn time where it's like, because every time she gets a little litty, a little bit off the drinks, she sees me enjoy my UFC or whatever, and be like, oh, your little Joe Rogan friend there. And I was like, I literally only watch his podcasts that have comedians. I don't watch none of his political shit, none of that. It's
supporting him at the end of the day, though.
I watch one podcast, bro. Okay, one podcast. Okay,
to Joe Rogan's defense, like he doesn't own the UFC.
Yeah,
he's still a person, an icon that I feel like you were looking up to him, or like you.
I like him as a comedian and as a podcaster, but I'm not like looking for him.
His podcast is where he was like splitting all this kind of stuff. And
look,
his rhetoric and whatnot.
That's the thing, though. He's a centrist. Because, dude, on his pod, he had Trump, he had Bernie, he had everybody from both sides of the political spectrum.
But you do understand that the impact and the effects of whatever it is that he was doing, whether it was on both sides.
Absolutely.
Was
but at the same time, he's also gone back and said, that probably wasn't the best fucking move. I fucked up. He at least takes accountability for himself, which is more than a lot of other people can fucking say with their side of the political spectrum. You see, G? We're talking about Hulk Hogan here. We're talking about Chris Benoit potentially finding Hulk Hogan.
I like this. It's going everywhere right now.
Yeah, it's all over the fucking place.
And you can't bring those people up and then not get into politics. Come on.
But on that note, to wrap that up, probably not to even wrap it up, but just to even expand on that. Like, have y'all watched the new episode of South Park?
Yes.
Oh, I was thinking about this earlier.
Oh my God.
I was wondering if I was going to talk about that.
Yes.
I haven't seen it because we don't have Paramount Plus. But
I'm down to do the 7-day trial because, dude, I'm not going to lie.
The clips. No,
perfect.
Don't give them money.
No, perfect.
Fuck them.
Perfect. And that's what I'm saying. 7-day free trial. We'll cancel it before the 7 days are up.
That's true. Okay.
Come on now, fam.
Out, yeah.
But no, perfect.
It was a good episode.
I saw the clip, so I know what's up. Yeah.
And you know what?
We love it.
And you know what?
We love it.
It's good to also see that South Park has not skipped a beat. They have the perfect response to whatever social political climate is going on right now. Perfect. The people, if there are outraged people, that's because I haven't grew up with Bro,
South
the
Park
Jesus
like that,
clip?
I know what it is. From all the comments I've just seen from people, they're like, oh, you ought to know that this is literally what they do.
Yeah.
Like they've done this the entire time.
The clip with Jesus Christ when he came back.
Yep.
Perfect.
It's cool
From
because
this
perfect. Yeah. Because Jesus Christ came back and was like, the only reason I'm here is because a certain president is not a fan of when we make fun of them, and he is friends with people from Paramount.
But definitely, this episode is very perfect for the times because it talks about that. Like, it talks about the president, the current climate with like freedom of speech, and especially with entertainment and comedy.
The fact that they literally made the same design, because that's the same design that Osama bin Laden had, and they did it for Trump. It was perfect.
That was the commentary that I saw online where they were like, "Damn, what is it? Poor Satan having the worst pics in fucking love interest."
So he
talks about that. Yeah, it was perfect.
I used to date a guy that
was just like you. It was crazy.
Like, y'all do recall that Saddam Hussein was his and that was he's ages ago or whatever.
Yeah. Which, by the way, we should watch that movie again.
What movie?
South Park, Bigger, Longer, Uncut. That's when they had that's when they had.
That's what actually got me into South Park.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't know that they had a movie.
You want to know how meta it is, bro? I fucking rented that shit from my fucking local library. They had that shit on VHS, bro.
At the library?
Yeah, at the library. No, they used to have old South Park VHSs.
Knowledge.
So you can watch 2 episodes, and they would always Matt and Trey Stone, which were the creators. They would do like a little like scene before the episode would start, like a little like skit or whatever, and then they would go into the episode. I remember that's where I saw the episode where Chef's big black salty balls came out. It was the best.
Did you ever watch their movie Basketball?
Oh, basketball! Yeah, I watched basketball and Team America.
Oh, Team America.
Yeah, they did. They did Team America. America, fuck yeah! Here to come and save the motherfucking day now.
Nah, but yeah, I gotta watch the episode. It's
I definitely want to.
Great.
I was looking. I knew that I was kind of reaching, but I was like, well, let me just cross all my T's and dot my I's because you know how we turn on the TV and then it gives you all the promos or like whatever, and it said, new South Park, and I was like,
oh yeah, you actually were really like intrigued about the new commercial. Like, hold on, what is this? And then you saw the South Park, and you're like, oh, it's South Park.
No, I went to where it said new South Park episode, and I was like, well, why is our TV promoting this? I know we have it on. I know it's on Max. So I was like, is it gonna show me on Max? So I went on Max, but I was like, I don't think so, and it's not. We have the old.
Oh, so turns out, by the way, I don't know if South Park is gonna have the new episodes on Max.
No, I don't think so either.
Apparently,
we both kind of thought.
Well, that, and according to a new news article, apparently the creators of South Park cut a deal, and basically Paramount Plus bought out their deal from HBO Max contract. Somewhere in the billions.
Oh no, yeah, that number is definitely out there.
They're like, hey, I know you also have a deal with Max, but let's buy you out. Yeah, stay with Paramount.
That's why a lot of people, like the ones that are like, oh God, you're gonna get canceled. People are like, oh, cancel them because Paramount's gonna have to pay them those billions if they.
Which, by the way, do you know why now every new South Park thing is called a special? Is because originally they had the South Park deal with HBO Max, and they're like, well, you can't have new episodes if you have a contract with us. Okay, we're not calling it an episode; we'll call it a special. And they
drop them like they don't drop them like they used to.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like every so often.
But it's not the same.
Where are they dropping it? Like on
Paramount Plus.
Yeah, on Paramount.
But that's the thing.
I think you were telling me.
Yeah, but HBO Max are like, well, you guys can't have all the new episodes. You need to still give us something. It's like, okay, fine. This isn't an episode. This is a special. And specials are exclusive to Paramount. And that's why they draw special after special. That's why they did the COVID special. That's why they did the fucking whatever special, the lockdown special, all those other ones.
I mean, that makes sense, too, because if they're doing it at pivotal moments of our country, it's like we need
But that's the thing, though. Paramount was just like...
limited to that shit,
yeah, but Paramount's just like, well, listen... Let's sweeten the deal here.
Let's sweep up all these fucking specials and just.
But now that the contract negotiations have been reinstated, now Paramount just went all in on South Park. They're like, "Fuck it, just come to us exclusively." HBO Max can suck a fucking dick. Yeah. They got the Penguin.
I forgot what the number was, but it's a high number that's been circulating in the social media. It's like 107 billion, maybe, or no?
Nah, it's a little more. I think it was 4.4 or something like that.
No,
whatever it is, I don't know.
No,
well, from what I read, they said that they're buying something like 20 more seasons or something, or 10 more seasons.
No.
20 or
No, I know.
It's a 50 episode season.
Now, I know you got to deal with Max. Okay, it's a good deal. Okay, I'm not going to deny that it's not a good deal. Okay, but see, Paramount, okay, wants to buy you out. Okay, so give us a number. We are cash cows. Okay, so we will pay whatever you're looking for in terms of price. Okay. Come back to us, okay?
But see, they were smart about it though, because like they dropped that episode. Because you know how like they had just fired what's his name?
Stephen Colbert.
Yeah, because
yeah, that's another thing that was going around.
So
they were like, okay, yeah, fuck Paramount.
So they were kind of like they somewhat touched on it, I think, on the episode. Not that specifically, but the fact
that the president can like be in bed with so many like huge conglomerates of the media that anybody can just get fired right out the fucking gate just because.
Okay, we definitely
just because Orange Man is out here fucking being a little pissy fuck that doesn't. God forbid somebody does a little satire on the fucking guy, you know.
Like in the history of fucking presidencies, never have we seen a fucking president get so uptight about what the media is goddamn or entertainment is presenting. Like, what? We got bigger problems, bro. But
you know who wouldn't do this? Obama.
He wouldn't be doing that. Our forever president.
I'll be like,
forever president.
I watched the South Park episode.
And
I'm gonna say this.
Just to add even more.
Funny.
Even just add, because I watch The View. Y'all, I know y'all definitely don't watch The View because it's all women led. But
okay, first of all, accusations.
Do you watch The View?
I've watched The View.
When
Sharon Osbourne was on The View. Sharon Osbourne was on The View.
You're talking about 2000 and something The View, and only because you probably like Ozzy Osbourne, you knew about that. But I'm talking about The View right now today.
Whoa! Hey, babe, do you hear that?
Name the people from The View then. Name them.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi is iconic, and everybody knows she's on that show.
That one bitch with the red hair.
The girl from the.
You're talking about Sharon Osbourne once again.
No. The one. No.
Adrian or whatever her name.
Fucking Dick. No, not Dick.
Oh,
Cheney.
wasn't
No.
It was that a different show.
It was
Raven.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Hold on.
Raven Simone.
Wait a minute. Oh, she was on there for a minute. But hold on, I discredited you. I'm so sorry. You said red hair. You're talking about Joe.
Yes,
Joey,
with the glasses.
Joy,
yes,
Joy.
See, I know my view.
That's exactly what I was going to talk about because.
And then the daughter of the former vice president.
Is she the Republican one?
Yes, the one that.
She's the one Republican that's on there. She has like brown hair.
What the fuck is her name?
I don't know her name. I
want to know her daddy's name.
I don't know. I don't know too much about her.
Hey, what's the fuck is her name?
I just know, and this is me also. I know I was giving you shit.
No.
Myself shit because I'm thinking about the one black woman on there besides Whoopi Goldberg. And I'm blinking out her name. Oh, Sunny. Duh, Sunny. I love Sunny.
Hold on, but there was this fucking what the fuck?
That's my favorite. She's my favorite. She's so beautiful.
What's her name? Because I remember when her dad did.
And then the blonde girl.
Because I remember when her dad did die. Because that's the blonde girl. That's the Republican one.
Oh wait.
She's the daughter of the fucking former vice president.
She gives me very liberal vibes. I don't know. I guess I don't know.
God damn it.
Didn't they have beef with somebody? I remember there was something with The View and they had criticized someone.
I'm sure they probably did. I can't.
And then there was like a whole thing. But
I'm not surprised because I think that the show has been running for years. I just recently got into it not that long ago. So, but I if
also Barbara Walters was on The View.
Oh,
Barbara Walters?
Yeah.
Baba Waba?
Yeah, because when she
Rosie O'Donnell was on The View.
When she had her like going away thing, they did a whole thing for her where all the anchors and reporters showed up.
No, but what the fuck was her name, bro? I remember. Oh, Rosie Perez was also on The View too.
I don't know. Oh,
Rosie Perez.
She was on.
She was on The View for a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, wow. Well, again, that was when I wasn't into it. This is probably like way before like I was probably a kid or younger.
Testing my gangster on The View. I know my goddamn View.
You're literally on your phone right now.
No, I know, but I'm looking for that.
No, I remember the days of Rosie O'Donnell.
Meghan McCain.
Let me see. Pull her up.
Meghan McCain. Yes, dude. Hold on. Yeah. Meghan McCain.
She's not on there right now, but she was.
She was. Meghan McCain.
She was a Republican one. Yeah,
because her dad was John McCain.
Oh, I didn't really. I didn't.
Yeah.
The times that I did watch episodes when she was on it, I never liked
John
her
McCain.
take.
Yes, so John fucking
but
McCain.
It was always very like.
No, she was the Republican in the group of liberals. Yeah. She was like, well, back when I remember my daddy's America type shit, you know. Which, by the way,
it is interesting.
John McCain. As much as you fucking like or dislike the guy, he was a fucking Vietnam prisoner of war, and he survived some very tragic shit. So rest in peace.
To be honest, compared to what we're dealing with today, anybody else before this administration, saints, basically.
You heard it here first. Ladies and gentlemen, Daisy believes that George Bush did not do 9/11, so give it.
Okay, I've never never been into the 9/11 conspiracies. I don't know anything about that. All I know is that the towers, they got crashed into and they...
So they say.
So they say.
See, okay, once again, I don't know.
No, but I love that nonchalant description of 9/11. I don't know. All I heard is some towers got hit or some shit like that. You know, I guess, or whatever. You know,
like what? I'm not a fucking detective. I can't. The ones that have been trying to.
She was like, some motherfuckers from the desert came and took over a plane, crashed it into the fucking building in New York type shit. I don't know, bro.
Well, they called it a terrorist attack. I know that it's the people that say, "Oh, it was a thing. They did it," and then they argue about like what's the argument? Because they argue about the airplanes crashing into the building. They're like, well,
jet fuel can't melt steel beams, bro. Jet fuel cannot. And by the way, Building 7 crash and the explosion came from under the building. How is it that a plane crashes on top, but the explosion starts from the bottom?
Well, I don't know. Maybe you need to understand physics and architecture. I know that. I don't know.
Also, not to mention, right before 9/11 happened, the people who were in charge and who owned the World Trade Center were currently being put under investigation for billions of dollars being fucking just vanishing out of nowhere from their profits and their motherfucking financial readings. All of a sudden, the next day, 9/11 happens. All of a sudden, that investigation about potential fraud and holding of money just goes out the window.
That's not spoken about enough. So
also, answer me this. You're telling me 9/11 happens. Then 2 days later, the McRib comes back from McDonald's? Was there supposed to be sacrifices to bring back the McRib? Because analyze that. Every single time the McRib came back, beforehand, there's been a fucking tragedy.
Shut up.
A mass shooting, the McRib conspiracy, I will live and die by this. For some fucking reason, I don't know if Ronald McDonald has a fucking relationship with the fucking Illuminati or something, but every single fucking time the McRib comes back, a fucking national tragedy has to happen. Either a school shooting, 9/11, or something. 2 days. I'm talking a whole 48 hours after 2 of the World Trade buildings are fucking demolished.
Wait, have you ever?
The McRib is back.
Have you ever watched any 9/11 conspiracy documentaries or anything?
Well, I don't want to say conspiracy, but I am proud to say that the first time that I had a laptop for the first time ever, I was in the 5th grade, so you can guess my age. I don't know. One of the first videos that I ever saw on YouTube.
Babe, you're 29. You're 29. It's okay. Just say your age, dude. So you're 29.
So it's probably like 2000 and fucking, I don't know, 5, 2000, or between the 2005, 2007. No, way less. Like 2005. My first laptop.
I'm gonna guess 2006.
Okay, probably, maybe.
Probably.
I have to look into my little graduation thing.
She still has it, by the way. She is a big
laptop.
She's a big memorabilia person.
Yeah,
she's a big like person of like wanting to keep.
I love
stuff.
Wait, they gave you guys that laptop like in school?
What?
Or what?
No. My mom bought. Oh, so fun fact. Not to put my mama on blast right now, but my mom.
Renata, you hearing?
My mom, she was a shopaholic. Her and my auntie both. And I think, they didn't, what's it called now? Financial literacy.
Were Kimosabi, they still are.
Did she get sober?
Yeah, no, dude.
What happened is that they maxed out their credit cards and then they went bankrupt. So once they filed for bankruptcy, they were like, we're just going to max out all our fucking credit cards. So she bought me a laptop with a credit card from Best Buy that she knew she was not going to fucking pay back.
Broski, literally to this day, her mom can have a free day of work. What does she do with her free time? Go to the mall and shop. Just
literally, and this is my thing. Okay, yes, I drink, and she talks about my vice, but literally, shopaholic. That's a real addiction too.
Yeah,
and I know that it is because I know that it comes from poverty. I know that it comes from not having nothing. So now they want to like just buy everything that they never had. And it's like your closets are filled to the brim, bro. What more do you need?
And she's talking shit about us. We never fucking maxed out a credit card for some fucking booze.
Yeah.
I never fucking maxed out a credit card for a 24-pack of Modelo. I'm gonna tell you that right the fuck now.
You can have that argument against her too. But point is, so because of that whole bankruptcy thing, I got my first
TTT, bring it out of
TTT, I said titillating tidbits. These are titillating as fuck.
So I got my first little laptop, my little gateway, and my cousin. I was living with my cousin at the time. She was older than me, a little older than me, and so she, put me onto shit. Put me onto YouTube, and YouTube was fairly new because I think YouTube started in 2005. Actually,
2005, yes.
So she was like, "Oh,
do you know the first YouTube video ever to exist?"
I thought I was so fucking cool. I went to school the next day talking to my teacher like, I'm on YouTube. He was like, what you know about YouTube? I was like, I know something about
What you know about YouTube?
But
All I know
what
is that the
I remember
9/11 was a conspiracy and it was constructed by George Bush.
But it wasn't a conspiracy video. But it was like, I don't know why this girl was like, let's watch 9/11. That's the first literal video that I ever saw from YouTube was a 9/11.
Wait, so was that the first YouTube video ever?
It was that.
The first YouTube video ever was just a dude who was like, "Hey, we're here at the zoo." It was the creator of YouTube. The first video was one of the inventors of YouTube, just out in the zoo, being like, "Hey, so we're here in the zoo, having a lot of fun." Blah 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 blah. I like that, bro. Low key, our childhood is wild, fam.
It was that,
bro. You was just big chilling with your homies on a fucking weekday. You're like, hey, you want to watch 9/11 videos? You want to watch a plane crash into a fucking tower?
Look, there was a duality. So
that was.
I remember the first two videos I ever saw. It was that one, the 9/11, and then the other one. I don't know if y'all remember this, but it was a Mad TV episode clip.
It was her rotten.com.
Right.
It was that one clip where, because I thought it was real at the time, but I know it was a fake one. But it's the one where it's a drunk person that gets pulled over by the cop, and then she makes him do all these like tests, and he passes them with like flying colors. But then towards the end, he starts doing this dance, and then she's like, "Damn, you're really good. How you know that?" He's like, "I'm just drunk."
Oh,
and
the
she's
skip.
Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Skip bump. Actually, fun fact.
And someone did a Halloween costume.
And don't mean to be an asshole. That was not Matt TV. That was Reno 911.
Oh.
Yes, Reno 911, Comedy Central.
Okay, but so then clarify for me, what was that show? Was it a sick?
It was supposed to be like a parody of the show Cops. Reno 911. It's supposed to be a parody of Cops.
Because if I would have seen that, I thought it was really like a real thing. Like,
they did a remake, and by the way, they did a remake, and like down the line, honest to God, never lost their step. They were like, "Oh, what's the problem, miss?" He's like, "There's black kids in the pool." It's like, "Oh my God." I'm sick of this. I'm tired of this. Black people, okay, yes, black people exist. They're in the pool. What are they doing that is causing you so much trouble? And the girl was like, they're drowning. Like, oh my God, they're black babies. Black babies. Oh, let me find the clip. Bro. It was so, bro. No. Reno was fucking hilarious, bro.
Reno was funny.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of Reno, are you as excited as... Wait.
So was it a skit-based thing that was just centered around like Cops?
Yeah, it was supposed to be like,
That's why I thought it was Mad TV, because it gave me skit stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it was like, only Cop-based.
But they did follow storylines, though.
Like it was storylines. Oh, the one dude, he's all like, when he has his boots, he's like, 3 payments, ostrich skin, new boot goofing. It was hilarious. It was fucking hilarious.
Why do we not have enough clips of these circulating around? Because that sounds like a fucking good show.
It's because I feel like it was comedy back then. A lot of those things is probably canceled.
Yeah, look.
Right now,
let me guess. Don't call the sheriff's department for this. I'm tired of you backyard Betty's, Rookie Lewis's calling us for this dumb shit. What are they doing?
They're drowning.
No!
And to the right.
No! Black babies! No, black babies!
It was, bro.
That's a good one.
That's so fucking hilarious, dude. Like
That's
it was the best. It was the best. Reno 911 is fucking. Which, by the way, G, I need to ask you this because I want to know the truth. Are you as excited as I am for the King of the Hill new season, bro?
Oh yeah.
Like,
were you a King of the Hill guy or not?
Honestly, I never watched it. I've never watched
Hulu, baby. You got Hulu?
I remember maybe like skimming through, when you're just changing channels and shit.
Have you watched any of the other animated cartoons that are in that same, like The Simpsons, Family Guy?
Well, Simpsons was probably the one I watched during that time. King of the Hill, I never watched.
Is there a reason why it never appealed to you? Or?
Yeah, it didn't like back then. See, now I feel like I'm more into comedy more than I used to be back then. Back then I was more into like action shit, like superhero stuff.
Okay.
Fun fact, actually, me and my girl actually watched an episode in the morning because we woke up actually pretty early. It was a hilarious episode where we found out, where Hank Hill doesn't have an ass. He has some weird,
Wait, so is the show? It started already?
No. So the new season starts in August. We're just rewatching the older seasons. Yeah,
just to kind of like be up, because that's why I asked you that question, because me personally, growing up, that show never appealed to me, and I tell you and I tell everyone, I don't know what it is about me, because I'm very much like a visual person. And what I tell people is that like the colors of that show are so dull.
Yes.
Yeah, the animation style is very
It was
like
too
standard.
mature, I guess, for me growing up. Like Family Guy, it's so bright. There's so many colors. Like I can get into that shit. Simpsons, the same thing, I guess, in a different way.
Yeah.
But like I think
Like they have
that's
their
what
own
it
color
is.
scheme. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. That those colors did not pop out to me, and I think as a kid, I probably thought like this is too mature for
So
me.
it
too
was the same
adultish.
thing. Same thing with Beavis and Butthead. Like I could never
That
watch
too.
that.
And
when
you know what's
put it up the
crazy?
other
And
day,
guess what?
The same creator.
His creator,
Yeah,
Mike
yeah.
Judd, did both those shows.
But as I got older, and then I I was able to appreciate comedy more, and
you
then
go,
and then I
exactly.
started watching a lot of what's his name?
Beavis and Butthead.
No, the
King of
creator,
the Hill?
the creator,
Mike Judd.
Mike Judd. A lot of his work, and then I started like liking that kind of comedy, like just very sometimes dry comedy.
I like.
Yeah,
like,
could be
No, I like to
dry.
say. I like to say it like this: dry animation, wet comedy. Like the animation
you
style might
literally
turn you
wouldn't get it
off,
as a kid.
but if you really analyze the comedy in the show, it's actually not that bad,
'Cause, yeah, as
bro.
an adult,
Because
I
you
can
were
watch that
dying
shit.
at that episode when you found out it's like Mr. Hank Hill, you got no ass, you got no ass. Like literally, she was
As a
dying.
kid,
you
though,
know,
like I wasn't thinking about that. I was
yeah.
just
As a
like,
kid, you don't
Exactly.
think about
you're
the
thinking about
jokes.
the surface level shit,
Which
the
in a way,
colors.
Yeah.
I feel like is kind of a good little Easter egg for when you grow up, because I see a lot of my old cartoons and I see the jokes that were meant
Yep.
for adults.
Yep,
now
yep.
that you're seeing them here, like,
yeah.
so it makes it even
all right, I
funnier.
see you, I
like-
see you, my boy.
Exactly.
Okay.
We
Like,
never. It's like us literally walking into the joke for the first time ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you've never watched it, A, and B, if you watch it as a kid but then never got the joke.
also, by the way, it's a very ballsy move to show that how much confidence that your show is gonna last throughout the years. It's like let's put in this joke real quick. They'll get in a couple years.
But
Don't
see,
worry, they'll get in a couple.
But that's what I'm saying too.
But
like
I think, but at the same time though, at that time they probably were doing it for the adults of the
Yeah.
time, the ones who are gonna be watching.
But now that we're grown up, now we can appreciate that joke even
Yeah.
more. G, you were talking, saying?
no, just kind of going back to like how I said, like back then the shows that they used to do for kids, and I feel like because sometimes they did have adult content, but it kind of just flew over our heads.
yeah, it did.
Just like
They were,
like,
and I think that's what the creators when they do that, if they can be slick with it,
Yeah.
that's good.
and not just like comedy cartoons, but just like, for example, fucking Batman animated series. That's a sick ass fucking show. And it was,
Hell yeah.
And it was animated. Like it was animated and it was meant for kids. But if you watch it now, you can still appreciate it as an adult because like the storylines on that shit is just crazy. Like even the Superman animated one, like all.
But
those
I
shows
feel,
like
but I feel like that also comes and that stems from just creators not really being like put in this box where like we need
And
to be.
this is,
It's
like,
a kids
back in the-
cartoon. We
And
we
this
have
is-
to stay
this
kid
is
friendly.
something that was like back in the day where they can just do that.
Yeah.
Whereas now there's so many got to be
'Cause-
politically correct.
Because you're
this
talking
and
about the
that.
Batman animated series, dude. I feel like that series, what I think it wanted to do was let's not make an animated superhero show for kids. Let's take the comics that they read, put them onto the actual screen, and show them in real time. That's where I felt like a lot of that stuff. Because you're right, Batman, Superman, even the Justice League. A lot of those people touched on very adult-like subjects, but they gave us the trust that we can keep up with the story, and that's why we continue to watch it. Because I watched some certain Batman episodes. I'm like, what the fuck? You're talking about fucking abuse and domestic violence and fucking all this type of shit, bro.
and
Like,
this
what the
is-
fuck?
and this is like my personal view on how like shows have evolved now. Like back then, yes, they might have had like some sexual undertones and stuff and all this stuff, but like as kids, we never really like noticed these things.
Yeah,
But
we
now
weren't
I feel
thinking
like
about that.
some shows deliberately try to put that in there.
Yeah.
And so that's why, they say, okay, certain shows maybe you shouldn't have your kids watch because now it's more like
Because
they're purposely trying to just pervert the kids now.
Yeah.
They put it.
Yes,
they-
I'm glad that you brought that up.
They
because
put it in front of your face
I was just
when
about
back
to
then
say.
they just made it an undertone, but it wasn't the main aspect of what's going on. It's like that's why we only notice these things later on when we finally grow up, because that wasn't the main point of what they were trying to show you. It was one aspect of it, but
it was just like a little undertone, if you will. But I'm glad you brought that up because that's what I was thinking right now as you guys were talking about it. Of like,
there you go.
of like, it's 2025, so we're obviously in a more open world, and we know so much, and and I know that like in like the way that children are getting raised, like I know that people want to be like the gentle parenting and the like being more open with your children and talking to them like they're adults and like this like. So I guess we're in a new phase where like we treat children not as children but like as little people.
Yeah.
But I think that
Midgets?
can maybe blur the lines when it comes to like what you were just touching base on about certain things being talked about or brought up in maybe child-centric media or whatever, where it's like, oh, maybe we're more open now, so we can bring this up or we can put that in there, and the kids are just gonna know about it. But another, I don't know. It's just
another
it's
layer
weird too, though.
Another layer with that is I think also like the access, because now like
The
for example,
access is another thing.
Because
Very
fucking
much.
right.
because back then like it was shows for kids, but it was on networks, and then they have regulations, so
have
they can't just pass anything.
And then back if you're like, I don't know how back we're talking, but it was like a television.
Yeah.
That was the most.
But even then, too, and you
Whereas
know what's
everyone
funny
has
is
a
that-
phone, everyone has a tablet. The
Yeah.
fucking babies are coming out the womb with fucking tablets.
Because even
So-
back then too, like the shows would poke fun at the fact that they're like under the like umbrella of the networks. They were like, yeah, we can do that, but the network won't allow that. Be like, what do you mean? It's like, I could tell you, but the network won't allow it.
Like,
you know,
I remember that one show which was so dope because they kind of had
Yeah.
that the Animaniacs.
Animaniacs, yeah.
Because now that I watched it as an adult,
What are the creators of the network again?
WB
WB.
Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain.
because remember they had just recently like brought it
Yeah.
back, and then I feel like they still kept that like their old formula or whatever.
Be like,
But-
we could do this, but the network won't allow us. I'm sorry. It
But as a kid too,
Interesting. I
that
never knew
show
about
that show was very like
was meta. It was
would-
meta as
yeah,
fuck.
It would make commentary on networks, on show business in general and stuff. But as kids, obviously, we didn't get
Yeah,
that.
it flew over our heads. But if you look back at early Animaniac fucking cartoons, you're like, holy fuck, this is basically like one giant like roast fest of the entire network being like, yeah, we can do this, but the network won't allow
Yeah,
us.
and then
so.
if you see the shows now, everything is mainly like on YouTube because that's what
Yeah.
kids are watching.
That's
And-
what kids are
and
watching,
because
and it's
open,
easier for the creators to do
Yeah.
that, I'm sure.
like how they say they criticize Miss Rachel or whatever being not so
they
good for kids.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I've never watched it, so I don't know what kind of content.
That's the
it
thing.
is,
Okay,
but-
that's the thing. I remember seeing her, and it was all scandalous. But then there were people that were like, "She's actually teaching my kids and helping them." But
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
let
I
me-
don't
let me
know what
back
the
up.
content
She wasn't
is.
the one that was like caught. Like they were trying to say she was on some like pedo shit, right? Is that
I don't
the
know.
same one or no?
I mean,
Okay,
this is a
maybe I'm thinking
YouTube
about-
creator we're talking about?
Yeah.
Maybe.
But
I don't know.
think
Knowing these
if
YouTubers,
if there is no,
it's like, bro, it's like for some reason it's a curse. It's like, hey, I just blew up on YouTube. You know what I'm gonna do?
'cause I
I'm
think
gonna
that
start
might- or
texting
not-
minorities.
not pedo stuff, but like just like in abusive forms. Because there's been documentaries about the moms who are like the vloggers, and then they're like abusive to their kids
Oh yeah.
behind the scenes. So I think maybe I'm confusing that. But when her shit came out, I remember people being in her defense and be like, well, she's teaching my kids stuff. And so I don't know what the argument or what it was that they were confronting her about. I can't recall.
Yeah, because I've never watched it, but I know I just remember it gets mentioned, but just to the point that like
And at first,
now that there's more access where kids get to watch their content, and it's different because now on YouTube, like YouTube is not as regular as TV. So when a kid goes on
It's
YouTube,
very new compared
they
to
can
television.
search whatever. Yeah, they have the whole parenting thing,
but that's a new feature too.
but
right?
even
So-
then, like they market the show as a kid show on YouTube. They put the
There you go.
They check the boxes,
And that's what's
but
fucking shady
yeah,
too.
but it still gets in there, and so like they're still perverting the kids that way.
Yeah, they are. They very much are, because that aside, the Rachel and the instructors, that aside, I've heard about people being like, yeah, like, they're out here watching like either violent ass shows or series or whatever the fuck that is that they do on YouTube, like violent stuff. Or yeah, if they could be exposed to anything that has anything to do with sexuality, like that's already not good. And then
See, but
that
like,
reminds me of like what is the Roblox? But there was another thing. It starts with a D. There was an app, this something where all the kids are on that shit. It's like I don't know if it's a chat room or something, but it starts with a D, and it's like a new thing. Because I remember my little
that's how
cousin.
you know that we're
All
a
right.
different generation.
I know. I was like,
That's
what the
how my-
fuck?
that's
Even
how-
I'm like, D?
It's Discord.
Oh, Discord.
Discord.
I'm on it, but I don't even know how to use that shit, to be honest.
Okay, judge me all you want, but go ahead and say what you gotta say. Is it because of the way that I pronounced it? Or because I forgot that it was a thing? Discord. My little cousin was on there, but I remember my other cousin.
My brother in Christ, Discord is not an app. It's just
Oh, it is app, no?
no, technically, but Discord
well,
is
she had it on her fucking tablet as an app, so.
no Discord.
Didn't she? Okay.
I mean, but the fact that kids are on
no,
it, though,
no,
like,
they are kids are on it. But I'm laughing because Discord isn't it's not just an app. It's supposed to
A
be.
website?
It's
No.
like a forum thing, no?
It's literally like
a discussion.
you ever
board
seen
kind of
a streamer and they're like, oh, chat this, chat.
You mean
Hey,
like
chat.
Twitch?
Yeah. Like chat this, chat. That's what Discord is. Discord is just
I
a
know.
chat.
Okay, I understand that, but the whole point is that kids are on this shit,
Yeah.
and you don't know who the fuck they're talking about. I remember when I was in Texas.
That's where I
with
saw my
family-
cartel execution videos are on Discord. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay,
Of course.
perfect example. But yeah, I remember going, and then my little cousin, she's like, literally a minor. I don't know, she was like 10 or something when I visited, 9, 10. And yeah, my cousin, who's my age, was like, don't be on that shit. If you're on Discord, like, I need to see who you're talking to, da-da-da.
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't know anything about it. I don't know what the fuck. I don't be around kids, so I don't know
What is your biggest fear with her being on Discord?
that she's going to be talking to fucking slimy-ass men that they could be her age or way older than her, pretending to be kids.
Shit happens, bro.
Don't say that when I'm talking about my little cousin, okay? Don't say that.
I know. I'm making jokes.
Don't do
Come on,
that.
fam. Are you kidding me? Yes,
real
no.
serious
Hey,
issue.
realistic talk though. Half the fucking people in Discord need to be fucking arrested because my God,
Wait,
the
so is that shit-
combos.
So compared to like Twitter or X or whatever,
It's
what's
like
worse?
bro. You thought Twitter had no rules? Go to Discord, bro. It's like Twitter.
And,
It's
yeah,
like the
I don't
Mad
even
Max
know how it
universe
works.
of Twitter,
Me
basically.
being so mad about it just because I know that my cousin who apparently knew how it works and was telling her like,
Yeah.
don't be on that shit. That's all I need to know. I don't know. I don't need to know how it works.
Yeah, I still
So
don't know
I
how it
never
works. Like
figured
I
it
got
out.
on it. I got on it because of StockX because they were doing
Gee,
some
I'm
deals.
telling you
with,
this
like,
right now,
shoes and
bro.
shit.
You will never know. One minute we're having a nice Discord conversation about the new Fantastic Four movie. The next thing you know, I'm getting sent links to videos of women just swallowing people's feet on some weird shit, bro.
What the fuck?
Like I'm telling you, that's how fast Discord can
My
fucking go
goodness
from
gracious.
0 to a fucking 100, bro.
I remember our generation back in the day. We had like fucking Omegle, and what was the that one other? I forgot, but like I feel like this is
Uvu?
Messenger.
no. Uvu was for personal
Oh,
shit.
Uvu?
I only use Uvu
Omegle.
for friends. Omegle and
4chan?
chat roulette.
Chat roulette.
Talking about chat roulette.
Because I know there's 4chan.
That's what we had back in the day.
I'm
But
old
it
school.
was like you could just. We knew what we were doing when we went on there, you know, and you could just skip and go to the next person if you wanted to. But like,
I'm
these-
old school. All I do is Reddit. All I do is Reddit. I'm a
Oh, you
Reddit
could
guy.
be on Reddit.
All right,
Reddit.
did you ever see some stuff you didn't want
Oh.
to see on Omegle?
Oh, plenty times. Definitely saw some things I didn't want to see. And,
You want-
but
you
that's
wanna
what
know-
we grew up on. We were
you-
like, okay, skip.
Do you want to know Omegle in a nutshell? Hey, do you want to see a dick?
In a
No.
nutshell.
But too bad. Guess what?
No, sometimes you don't even get a warning. You just go to the next person, and that's the first thing you see. And you're like, okay, skip.
Yeah.
Go to the next one.
Be like, who's
But,
next?
like-
Oh, and he has his penis out. Okay, skip
Oh,
that.
and then okay, let's not forget the chat rooms. I was up in the chat rooms at like when I first got my little gateway laptop, and the chat rooms were a thing.
Your little
back in the
bankrupt
day.
ass laptop and shit.
Remember the ASL? Do y'all remember that?
Yes, ASL.
So like I feel like that's the furthest that we had, and then I feel like we were too pussy for that shit. Like as soon as somebody was trying to be like, "Where you from?" or yeah, we would give them the ASL, but we weren't trying to like really do nothing about it, you know. Whereas like with the whole, I don't know, nowadays. technology
I've
and
been there, bro.
kids-
I've literally given my computer full on blown A's because of LimeWire downloading
Oh,
songs
me too.
and
Frostwire.
porn.
I thought Frostwire was bad.
Frostwire.
That shit definitely gave me a
Holy
fucking virus.
shit. Fucking
Because I was like, oh,
Dollar Tree ass LimeWire ass,
oh, I'm thinking
bro. Frostwire is crazy.
my dumbass really thought the opposite. I was like, oh, it's not LimeWire. I'm definitely not touching LimeWire.
It's
But
worse.
I didn't know that.
Bro, like LimeWire is like gonorrhea. You gave your shit full blown AIDS. Frostwire is crazy work, dog.
Hey,
Crazy.
did you
effort.
ever download the Bill Clinton recording?
Of course.
No.
Who has it?
Wait, what do you mean? Why'd you have to download that?
No, not that you had to. It's just you thought you were downloading a song,
Yeah.
Oh!
but then you download that shit and it's fucking the Bill Clinton.
Bro.
well, I downloaded songs that, yeah, they
Gee.
weren't what it was, but it never was one of those.
Since we know wrestling, I hate to admit it too, but I fucked my computer up looking up Mickey James naked leaks. Awesome.
Who didn't,
When I
bro?
was down horrendous, bro.
did it?
When I was down horrendous.
Mickey James,
Mickey
Christy
Bro,
Hemme.
Lita, Trish Stratus nudes. These are female divas.
Sable.
These are
Okay.
Sable. Oh my god. Bro,
like your
the
digital
minute I
porn?
found out Tori Wilson was on fucking Playboy, I was
like
like,
your
Tori
digital
Wilson, Playboy, boom, search.
That was my little innocent like porn because I mean I was a little kid fucking watching wrestling and shit.
How old are
And
you
so-
guys?
Ooh, like 12,
Okay.
11.
Yeah, sounds
Well,
about.
You're probably younger.
Middle school.
I mean, I don't know if you got to experience this, but like, because obviously I am a little older. I mean, not that much, but I just started watching it because I think I still was in elementary when I started watching WWE, and then they used to have the stickers, the stickers that you would get like at the liquor store, and you put it in your binder and shit.
Yeah,
and then they would have the Diva stickers too.
Oh my god!
So
those never ended up in notebooks. They were in our room.
Like looking at them stickers, like
I used to collect those shit. That's because. But it's crazy because
we
were because we were kids and you watch the shit on TV, fucking boobs and shit, ass everywhere. Like,
woo, hell yeah!
And that's the closest thing we could get at the time. And plus, we're going from like elementary going into middle school, so hormones already like.
Oh yeah, out the fucking roof.
No, because I saw all those when I was a young innocent man thinking that I was gonna be good, broski. The minute I found out I could watch porn on my laptop, woo,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'm talking.
As a woman, but same.
I'm talking like I'm taking the whole laptop inside the restroom. Don't ask questions. Shit.
So what was your like innocent like fucking like porn thing as a girl?
Once again, bringing the gateway laptop.
Not the gateway.
I did everything on this gateway laptop. Okay. I was trying to. Yeah, I was innocent, but I was very curious, and obviously, girls have hormones too. So I looked at. I was like, well, this is not that bad. It's not porn. So I looked up sexy video games.
She was a sexy video game girl.
So it was all animation. Because I was like, this is not that bad. And then on top of on YouTube, I would go to YouTube and watch like the soft porn shit. YouTube never had nothing, but they had stuff.
In her defense, my early stages of porn. Why am I watching Kim Possible out here bricked up? I'm out here, bro. Kim Possible thicked up right now. So you were going crazy, bro.
So you were the kid that used to go and search up like Marge and Homer.
Actually, no. Actually, you know what?
Like, bro, why Marge got the Yeeties right now, dude?
When I say video games, I mean.
Like Call of Duty, you kill somebody, so I'm not gonna flick my beam.
So the game was, oh my god.
It's okay. Trust me.
I think it was called like.
Hey, I'll go quid pro quo.
The fucking game was called like, Afternoon Delight.
I think I missed that. I don't know.
Afternoon Delight. Okay.
The story.
I had a story.
The storyboard. Yeah, the story was.
Be like, listen to the plot first before you start judging.
What the fuck? What site was this?
I don't know, bro. I just know I searched.
Hornymeat.com type shit.
I looked up horny games. That's all. Horny games. I did. I'm not playing. No, I'm being really honest.
Horny games.
So like. The story with this.
That shit got bought out by Rockstar. Got bought out by Rockstar.
Oh god.
Like super uncut, raw, whatever. But the game
I'm dead. Holy shit.
It was like in a countryside, like some rich people, white rich people shit.
Damn.
Because the girl had a nanny. So you can
you're out here living out class fantasies in this game. Be like, I'm just a young working class maid here with rich people, but he wants me. I know he wants me.
It was girls. It was lesbians.
Oh my god.
That's also another thing. I grew up watching lesbian porn for some. I'm not a lesbian. I like me some dick.
Yeah, but you're scared of penis seeing it in the flesh.
But for some reason, that's a thing, though. Girls do enjoy lesbian pornos. I don't know if y'all know this, but straight girls, we love the lesbian porn.
I think, that thing does it.
So that was the thing, though.
Because you guys are feminists. You hate seeing men in the main starring role. You're just like, I need women all the time.
I mean, political in every fucking aspect,
exactly. It's like women deserve to be stars, and they're the stars of this episode.
I don't know what it is about it. I don't know what it is. But point is, so the point of the game is you're supposed to touch with your little mouse and click on areas to get things going.
Stimulate the mind.
You're supposed to stimulate the characters.
She was playing the horny Sims,
right?
So if you touch the right spot, then the characters start moving. And
she's like, I fucking right click 15 fucking times. You're still not fucking wet. What the fuck is your problem?
No, I'm not gonna lie. When I first, I was like, I'm clicking everywhere. Nothing's happening. What? Where?
One day, y'all should foreplay that shit.
I'm down. I'm down. Bro, I work. Hey, brother.
She takes out the laptop.
My brother in Christ. I work in IT, bro. I'll be like, click. He's like, is doing anything for you? He's like, no. He's like, what the fuck? I clicked like 15 fucking times already.
No, you have to find the fucking game first.
Nah, I'm saying, y'all foreplay that shit.
Yeah.
Like, you pretend you on your laptop and you're trying to figure out, where does Tony like to get touched?
Right.
just clicking on the mouse.
Hey, I wear one of those automated cock rings, and then as soon as you touch the right spot, I'm like, right there. Holy shit!
When you say cock ring, not cock
My
rate.
brother in Christ.
That's crazy. I don't think I ever played those.
It is 2 p.m. right now,
So-
broski. We're having some real afternoon delight right now. You know what I'm saying?
So all that to say, yeah, women are horny. I'll say
Clearly.
that. And I also started my same journey as probably the same age that you did. So
Hey, G,
because
you remember cool math games?
Math games.
Yeah, cool math games. Watch it be like cool6games.com.
no, the fact that there was a website dedicated
my
to that shit,
God.
that was way beyond. But hey, girl had to do what she had.
What
to
do you mean? You're the fucking main clientele. That's why that's why the sites exist in the first place. Like, I know we got a fucking biter here. Throw the fishing rod out. We'll get a couple bites on you.
Listen, I thought it was innocent. I was like, well, this is not porn.
Yeah.
She's the one bringing the traffic.
Be like, listen, mom, it's just afternoon delights. We're not talking.
And it was crazy because, ew.
You got the high score?
What was your?
No, it was that one time because the laptop, because we had Ethernet, so I couldn't, it wasn't wireless, right? We had Ethernet cable. So my laptop always stayed on the couch, connected, and I'll be watching.
What was your name?
And there was one time that my mom was like, what are you out there doing?
What was your name?
Like,
on
I
the
don't know
game?
how she knew.
It's like, I'm having afternoon delights, mom. Leave me the fuck alone.
I don't know why or how, but I feel like she suspected that I was up to some shit because she was like, what you up there doing? She's like, you better not be doing nothing that you're not supposed to be doing. And I was like,
Be like, no, mom, I'm just having some afternoon delights. That's all I'm doing.
I was like, how does she? Why? I was like, why is she interrogating me right now when I'm
Oh,
in the
God.
middle of some nuts?
Hey, God bless her, because God forbid she finds out the shit we're doing, bro.
But I was like, how? I was like,
You
what
thought
am
afternoon
I?
delights was bad.
Mamas be knowing. Females.
What was
had
your?
intuition or whatever.
What was your name on the game?
No, I didn't. It wasn't. You weren't even.
Big D.
It wasn't.
Big D.
You weren't playing as a person. It was just like a little virtual thing, but you weren't actually playing a game.
Oh,
It
so
was
you were
like-
afternoon and they were the delight type shit.
No, you just go on a website. You just click play and then you start playing it. That's it. You don't actually play a fucking game with the score. Like there was no scoreboard.
You-
what was the score gonna be?
you
How
s-
many orgasms or?
You sick little fuck. Even the games were just like, listen, just come in, start playing. Don't ask any questions, all right? Just make it happen, all right? We're here, afternoon delights. Let's make it happen, all right?
But yeah, that was my innocent entry. Into
Oh my fucking God, that is hilarious. Hey, gee, we got to have a date night after this, me and my girl. We're 1 hour and 35 minutes, actually. We've gotten past the 1 hour mark, but that's how fucking great this
I
fucking
know.
podcast
I think
is.
if I joined, then
Yeah.
I could have derailed
Hey,
off from
babe,
shit.
if anything, you brought some afternoon delight. You feel me? But listen.
I brought some insight.
Yeah.
I brought some insight. If y'all ever thought women were just women, no,
If there's anybody that
we've been
has-
horny just like y'all.
If there's
From the
anybody that
get-go.
has Daisy's old laptop, Godspeed, because you're gonna be digging through a lot of viruses from the amount
Well,
of
I have
afternoon
my own
delights she
laptop.
decided
You
to
know I
have.
have it, and it doesn't turn on because it's.
Yeah, now I'm scared to look at your MacBook now, dude. Now I'm scared to look at your MacBook. Talking about, I'm looking for new pantries. Fuck off. Gonna find out. You're trying to find some late night delights too and
No.
shit. Afternoon delights, more like late night delights now.
No, I will say this. Once I got older and shit, and then I was like, oh, fuck these gays. I'm just gonna go to straight porn websites. I'm grown enough. Like, I didn't care. I was like, that's so silly.
Be like, you
let's watch the
graduated.
real
It's like, I
shit.
went from sexy games to full on gangbangs on Pornhub, so I'm matured. Thank you very much. Oh, fuck. But ladies and gentlemen,
Just
I don't
one
know.
woman's little insight.
I don't know how much more titillating you can get after that story. Afternoon delights, folks. If you you want to get your rocks off, you know what I'm saying. But what can I say? This has been another installment of Tony's Titillating Tidbits. Rest in peace, Ozzy. Contractually speaking, rest in peace, Hulk Hogan, brother. Contractually speaking, like we fucks with what you did, but at the same time, we also don't fucks with what you did. You know what I'm saying?
It's kind of a forced thing.
Chris Benoit, we'll figure this shit out. 9/11 didn't happen according to Daisy. She also was in the afternoon delights, out here in the porn games. I don't know. I don't know how else to end it, man. This has been an episode, but it's a great episode, though. Thank you for sticking around for us for this long. If you want to follow me, of course, you can follow me at Tony_McBadluck. And, of course, anybody else who's been involved in this episode, G and Daisy, will be tagged in the episode respectfully. Saturday afternoon, UFC fights, couple Models down the drain, couple Jamie bottles down the drain.
One bottle down the drain.
One bottle down the drain. But all I can say is this. Ginger ale's the shit.
I like club soda too.
Afternoon Delights is apparently the place to fucking go. And
now y'all make me want to go Google this shit and see if it still exists. 'Cause
leaving on a cliffhanger, babe. You're like, come back next time where we'll see if Afternoon Delights is still on the website. Hey, you know what? I am down. Hey, mark my words. Before I leave this episode, you heard it here now. We will have Afternoon Delights.
Start up your private browsers.
We're gonna have. I'm gonna a fucking VPN. We're going to start Afternoon Delights. So you know what? Next episode, so leave you on a little bit of cliffhanger. Be ready. Afternoon Delights, guaranteed. Tony talks right now. And guess what? I need it. And I want you to
playing games.
And I want you to play it the same way you played it back in the day. All right. I want you to touch all the right spots and get ready. So you heard it here first. Afternoon Delights coming soon on the Tony's Titilating Tidbits podcast, baby.